She was like, oh, are you okay? The comment section, I'm like, babe,
well, very me.
Oh, me! I know where I'm coming from. You're probably going to land on the brown pasture. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oyinkan for those of you who are new here, and today I am extremely excited because everybody's fave is here with me. It is such a privilege. As in the way my head, no, we are doing this. No, really, because I'm not everybody's fave. Hi guys, welcome back to Oyin's channel. It's so good to be here.
So good to have you.
It's good to have Oyin again. That's the first time we met. We couldn't do anything. But
yeah, I didn't want to be forward because I was meeting her for the first time, and
if she had said, that's what content creators do.
Well,
but we are here now. So today's video is going to be about things we wish we knew about South Africa, or things we did not know about South Africa before we moved here, and how we've kind of navigated those things, right? So if I'm not going to ask, I'm sure you are interested in knowing these things. So please keep on watching.
Without
further ado, we jump right into
Let's jump.
Video.
Let's jump.
So if you don't know, Oyin and I stay in South Africa.
Yeah.
We are married to men that likes
Men
staying in South Africa.
Sorry.
Men that stay in South Africa. Men that made South Africa their homes.
Yeah.
So it just made sense that we joined them. So that's why we are here.
How long have you been here? What year did you move?
2021.
Okay, I moved here in 2020.
So you're my senior.
I'm the one. Okay, so let's get into the first point, and I'll have Mibi talk about that. And I will support.
Okay, so the first thing is, I actually didn't know how beautiful South Africa is, and this is one thing that I would never take away from South Africa, no matter how I feel. How do you feel?
No, that's personality. Just
no matter what my feeling is, right? Every time the standard or the main thing in South Africa is actually a very beautiful country. And I remember my husband always tried to tell me that it's actually a very fine place, you would like it, blah blah blah. And I was just like, calm down, Jerry. Is it not the same Africa? Like, it's the same Africa. I don't think there is anything that can be so spectacular about South Africa. But trust me, when I landed, I was blown away.
Exactly.
Like, I was blown away. It's so beautiful. There are some places that you will even still go to up until date, and I'm just like, it doesn't even feel like, this is
still
Africa. Like, it still doesn't feel like it's Africa. Like, it's such a beautiful space, right? Especially when you now go to like places like Cape Town. These places even rank like world tourist attractions. Like, very beautiful. South Africa is a beautiful country.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm sure that I've said it over and over again. People are tired of hearing it.
No.
So if you want to come to South Africa for vacation, I give it 100. Like, this place is beautiful. You need to visit when you can, right? Yeah. So that's one thing I didn't know, but now I know.
Yeah, definitely. Even for me, like when I first came here in 2018 to visit for like 2 weeks, and I wasn't very keen on it because I just thought, I'm visiting another Nigeria, and I don't know how it's
not to say that Nigeria is very beautiful.
Exactly.
Fine places in Nigeria. Let's not lie.
But
moving on to
But yeah, like coming here, I didn't expect the level of organization. I think the organization was it for me, especially at the airport, because going to the airport in Nigeria and things like that, and comparing that to Ora Tambo here and everything. So the organization and the beauty of the country is really good, and it's definitely something worth exploring if you are into that. Now, the second thing that we did not know about South Africa is the fact that when people say South Africa is a rainbow nation, they actually know exactly what they're talking about, because the level of diversity in this country is not something that anybody can prepare you for. No, people from all over the world are here, and they're not just here to visit and go. Like, they're here to actually make lives. So you would find Africans from all kinds of African countries. You find people from other continents and stuff.
Indians, And these people are not even just visiting, like they're already indigent.
Yeah, some of them were even born here.
Yeah, born here.
Yeah, so it just makes you kind of see a different side of life where you are learning different people's cultures.
I still get confused. I still get confused because now you see a white person say they're South African, a black person says they're South African. You see an Indian person says they're South African. I'm like, okay, there is a shrine. Beside, you didn't notice beside my estate when you're coming in.
Oh,
there's
really?
Buddhist shrine. Yeah, like it's just
even living in Durban. Like Durban is the apparently Durban is or South Africa, but then most Indians are concentrated in Durban. But South Africa is the country that has the highest population of Indians outside of India.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so the diversity is actually something that's good because it just teaches you how to learn other people's cultures. Like I know one or two things about India without ever being there.
Like what?
Let's not get into that. Don't shame me. Don't shame. Those are not things you just ask me on the spur. I have to like take a moment to kind of think. Oh, okay, I know this about that.
Like what?
It's actually really good to just know a little bit of everything because I feel like it prepares you for other parts of the world. Because I mean, we are global citizens. If you see us in Canada tomorrow, if you see us in America tomorrow, if you see us in Greece tomorrow,
yet is the Lord.
Yeah, exactly.
And
We belong everywhere we go.
Citizen of the world. I think the next thing for me is the language barrier. South Africa has what, 11 official languages, right?
I don't know how many.
There are 11 actually, 11 official languages. You can imagine already where I'm coming from. We only have one official language, and if you're lucky, you speak your native language. So that's 2 languages in total for one person is enough.
Even though Nigeria has like a plethora of languages, you don't learn everything
because they are not compulsory. Because I mean, it's only one official language, which is English, right? But South Africa has 11. And you'll just be surprised that one person can speak up to 6 languages, and they're not speaking everything to you. And they just expect that because you live in South Africa, you're supposed
black skin
and you have black skin, you're supposed to know. So they just come at you like, sorry, I don't understand. But I'm like, I can't understand what you're saying. Then they speak another one to me. Maybe I didn't understand Zulu. You
understand
next one. I'm like, I don't get you. Oh, Shona. They'll say the
I'm
like,
that's just hectic.
Speak English. And they just look at you like,
who is?
So you cannot, like, so what? Why are you here? What are you doing here? I'm like, guy, calm down. It's not that deep. Speak English. Like speak English. They love South Africa. One thing about South Africans, right? They are very protective of their own. Whatever it is that belongs to them, they'll protect it with their lives.
Yeah.
So when you cannot relate, they feel like you don't belong.
Exactly.
They're just like, why are you here then? If you cannot speak one of these many languages.
Yeah, and we live in 2 different provinces. You live in Gauteng and you live in KZN, and KZN people are Zulu. Like you cannot separate a KZN person from their Zulu. So one thing that would always happen is you don't just tell them, oh, I'm sorry, I don't understand Zulu, and they move on and say, oh, speak English. They would ask you, oh, how come? Where are you from? So they will get like your reason for not knowing how to speak Zulu before they then move on to what they were actually saying, or sometimes they even forget what they were actually saying because now the topic of the question has changed to the fact that you
don't understand.
So honestly, if I was prepared for that, like I would have like.
What would you have done?
I don't know, maybe learned. No, I know after learning for 2 weeks.
I know I've never learned because I know myself. I don't know how to learn languages. I don't have
the memory
for language. Yeah.
I just know keywords in Zulu.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I only know
keywords.
I only know what's God. Unkulukulu.
Yeah. And I started going to like a predominantly Zulu church, so I have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Whereas I'll just be going for nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing that we will talk about is how overprotective South Africans are of basically everything that is here. Now, before I go too deep into this, I would like to say that to an extent, I understand why. I know about like the history and apartheid and everything like that. So I understand that when you have what you've finally been fighting for, you protect it. However, I will be the one to say that this overprotectiveness is borderline toxic because it's like nobody else can then come into the country and say, okay, I want to seek, other benefits that your average South African has, and doing this legally. Like, now I'm not talking about legal immigrants, because I know that whenever I talk about this topic, people come and say, oh, but people are coming illegally. I do not have any business with illegal immigrants. I don't know them, whatever. I remember one time somebody said, tell your brothers to stop selling drugs to our kids. And I had to say, like, tell your kids to stop buying drugs from people I don't know, because they're not my brothers. Like, I know the people that my father and mother give birth to, and they don't sell drugs. So,
I know, right?
But yeah, that overprotectiveness can sometimes be toxic, because it limits you in unimaginable ways sometimes, right?
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
It can limit you, because now it's just like, and that's why I don't know if I should say this. That's why I just try to stay away from doing, as a content creator, I try to stay away from doing South African content, even though I know that maybe it will get views, but I don't really want to do it for the views, because I know that it's just a lot of heartache. Like, I get so stressed when I do South African content, because the comment section is just balls. It's just a lot. It's just a lot going on. You see somebody saying go back to your country. You see somebody like, literally, the last one I did when I was talking about how to thrive as a career person in South Africa. My friend literally had to call me. I was in the toilet that Saturday morning, and I'm like, why is she calling me early in the morning? She was like, oh, are you okay? The comment section. I'm like, babe, this is
we're over it. We're over it. I remember the very first negative, toxic, go back to your country, insult, comment. I go. I think as much as I have thick skin, I thought about that thing for like 2 days. A whole me. I know where I'm coming from. I don't know whose I am. And one person has the audacity to say this to me. But I mean, after a while, you
just get used to it.
But nonetheless,
but sometimes it just gets to it. And most of the time, that's why I don't even go through my comment section. Like, I don't read it, because I'm just like, please, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I don't want to exchange the same energy.
Exactly.
And
it's not who we are.
Exactly. I don't want to give you your vibe.
Exactly.
But if I see it, I might not be able to control myself. So I don't even bother going there. Yeah, so it's borderline toxic, like she said. Yeah. She said it.
I said it. If you want to come from, please leave my guest alone. Don't even touch her, because that's the one where we will fight. What's come for everybody?
Well, yeah. So the next one I'm gonna say is that I did not know is that it's very difficult as a foreigner to get opportunities, like legal opportunities in South Africa, no matter what you're doing, especially if you're coming afresh, maybe in this 2021, 2022, 2023. It's almost very tough. No, it's very tough. It's not almost.
No. Yeah. And I love that you said, especially if you're coming afresh, because the history is such that a lot of foreigners were able to come in, and the system was favorable as long as they did, what they were supposed to do. Yeah. But now, even when you are like ticking all your boxes,
and we are like good examples. We have husbands that are thriving in the country, like doing what they do, but it's almost very difficult for you, because you just came to get the same kind of opportunities that they got. Right, so it's very difficult, even in the creative space that we have now delved into. Even in this creative space, like, it's very difficult for brands to want to work with you because you are not a local, because you are not South African, and it's just the same, and they just keep on doing this. It's the same cycle, right? The same cycle of influencers, the same cycle of content creators. Like, they just have this. I don't want to say bond, because it is not. But they just have this circle that is unbreakable.
There's something they say about like America and Europe, that as a black person in those countries, you have to work twice as hard for the things that a white person has. And honestly, in South Africa, as a black foreigner, as a Nigerian, a Ghanaian, whatever, it's actually the case where you have to work twice as hard as South Africa, or 5 times.
5 times as hard
before you can.
Even people that already have the positions, they are working 10 times harder. That's why when people say that should they come to South Africa, I'm quick to say don't come. except you're coming for vacation, 2 weeks and you're out. But if you're coming to say, oh, this is my new home, and my guy, you're gonna regret.
Yeah.
So just
maybe I think we should actually touch on this whole thing of people saying they want to come, and let's just do like one short message for these people, because I mean, I'm sure your DMs blow up every time. There was somebody that I ever see this movie. There's somebody that told me that Mimi sent her to me. Because my children was still on that time talking to people like that. I still reply those DMs and still say, oh, you can do this. Because one thing about me, I like to see that you've started your process. If you are calling me to say, oh, consulting, or should I not, I'm not going to answer that question. Let God lead you. But if you say, oh, I have admission, I'm waiting for my visa, do you think that after my studies I can pivot and all? I will have the conversation with you and be realistic. But maybe in a nutshell, what's your advice for like people who think that coming here is like going to places like Canada, for example?
Yeah, the truth is, it is not. The only type of people that can come here in this day and age and will do well are people that maybe, number one, you are being transferred from your place of work in Nigeria or anywhere else to South Africa, because then your company is taking care of everything. You don't have to do anything. In fact,
you're not coming here to search for
a job. You're not coming here to search for a job. They will even go as far as getting your apartment, your visa, everything. So you're not doing anything. So you're coming to just ball, basically. Sometimes I have a friend that even got a company car, like she was balling from day one. So you
can I be your friend's friend?
My sister. So so yeah, that's one kind of person. Another one is maybe you have like a business that is already doing so well, and you have sorted out, because it's actually very expensive to start a business in South Africa. Licensing, yeah, it's very expensive, especially if you have been established in another country and you just want to like open up a branch here. It's very expensive. So, but I mean, if you are that established, it means you have the cash flow and you can do that. So that's fine. But if you are just somebody that, you are looking to escape problems, you just want to jackpot, like the usual Nigerian slang, and you want to go to a place with greener pasture, South Africa is not your place.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, there are green pastures in South Africa, but
like my shirt.
You're probably going to land on the brown pasture. It's not going to be funny. It's not going to be funny, because, and findings, number one, it's even very tough. It's even very tough for you to come, because how are you coming? If you're going to come legally, it is very tough for you.
You will wait for that visa.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's very tough. So it's very tough, except you now want to go through the back door to say, okay, you want to get a visiting visa, then you know that you're no longer legal. It's not legal for you like that.
And they will catch you.
And even if they don't catch you, you'll suffer.
Yes.
So
very true.
One of the two things would have to happen. So yeah, my basic advice is don't do it. Find other countries. There are many other countries looking for you, especially if you're a skillful person. If you have skills, trust me, South Africa is, and you're not being invited by the country themselves, like South Africa, to say, oh, come, we need your skills. There are so many countries in the world that need the skills that you have. So and they make it known that they want you. So please go to those other countries.
Go where you are wanted.
Yeah, South Africa is not your place, because they don't want you. You're gonna suffer.
Okay. I think we've covered a good amount of ground with this video, and this is a good place to end. But before we end, maybe can you, like, for people who live under a rock and don't know you?
Yeah, my name is afolabi.
Yeah.
As you can see on the screen. The link to my channel is in the description.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we are doing a video on my channel as well.
And that's what you really want to see.
Something fun. So you guys should click that and check out the video on my channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And check out all the videos on her channel.
Check out all the videos on my channel.
Great
and
content. Amazing.
Wholesome.
I don't want to widen you too much, but
wholesome.
if you're looking for wholesome, amazing, clean content that doesn't mess with your head, this is where to go.
And subscribe to this channel if you have not. Stop watching for free. And please be nice in the comment section. If you say nonsense, we will delete it.
Blocked, deleted, and all that good stuff. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We hope that you enjoyed it and maybe learned a thing or two about South Africa, whether you just want to know about the country or you want to move here. And yeah, that brings us to the end of this subscribe, like maybe said. What else do they say at the end of the videos?
Bye guys.
Nothing much. Bye. Bye guys. Thanks for watching. Hi guys, welcome back to. If maybe it's not your fave, you don't know what you're doing on YouTube. Let's start
on
with
YouTube.
don't know what. Okay, this is. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, that was good.